All right. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, can you guys should be able to hear me now. Yeah. So I created a stream earlier today. What's up? SMC, haven't seen you here before. Yeah, so welcome to the new stream interface. Yeah, so I made a stream earlier today so everyone could, just hit the notification bell, everyone could prepare for it. And then I was like, when trying to start my stream with my encoder, it kept creating a new one. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. It's a little finicky, but for a free software, it's like totally awesome. Yeah. As you can see, we've been working on a lot more than just the Popeye project since our last stream. Oh, this is so weird. Yeah, so another thing is right now I have two screens. So I have my computer down here and I picked up a new monitor and I have it right behind the camera. Just gonna verify that the mic is working again. Testing, testing, testing. Oh yeah, it's working. Okay, great. Awesome. Oh, I've been eating so much spinach. It's the only thing getting me through this project. Oh, okay, so today I pulled everything together and put it into Adobe Premiere. It's looking really good. Yeah, there's not a whole lot left to do. So as you can see, we have the Popeye portrait right here again. Hold on a second. Maybe get a little bit of light on this guy. Like, come on. Yo, what's up, Rocco? Good to have you back. Okay, how's that look? That's looking pretty sick. Wait. Oh yeah. Yeah, but no. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the new layout? Never in a million years did I think that I would do something like this with the streaming. But here we are. You guys made this happen. I want to let you guys know that. You guys 100% made this happen. I'm still like, I'm still getting used to it. This is so new. I'm trying to see what my concurrent viewers are. I don't know where it's showing up. Uh, anyway, yeah, like it's a start, but I just knew that I had to get something. Like you gotta start somewhere, you know. It's not going to be perfect on your first try, but as long as we got the essentials here. But yeah, no, we got the chat box, and I'm going to input something for the goal. Sorry, my tripod's in the way. Here it is. All right. Where are you? Where even is that? Oh wait, I think I can see it. Oh yeah, it's behind there. This is so cool. There we go. All right. That's better. There we are. Yo, Spongy Ahoy, what's up? I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. Welcome. Yeah, I'm trying to, yeah, but, so I actually have two suites made or stream layouts. I have this one right here, but I have a secondary one for filming days. So I Okay, hopefully this doesn't erase the chat, but we're gonna give it a shot. Yeah, you see that? Okay. Yeah, both both chats do not update in real time. I'm still working out the kinks, but yeah, it's not bad. But yeah, have a little banner promoting the work and trying to do some kind of membership goals and subscriber goals. I don't expect. I think these are just for the stream. I don't think we're gonna get 100 subscribers in the stream, but that's all right. But still, just like these little like communal engagement things. Also, we do have channel memberships now. Yeah, we have channel memberships. You'll get access to exclusive badges and emojis that you can use in the chat. James Nerdman, what's up? Yeah, it's like it's so new, but it's so exciting. It's opened up a whole bunch of possibilities for what a project that I work on can be. You know what I mean? Chat looks all right on the screen. I'll probably adjust it sometime. I'm not going to do it now, though. But yeah, so right now for the... Wait, can I get some light on me? 1 second. It looks so dark in here. Oh, that is the wrong one. Hold on a second. There we go. That's kind of like the project. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it's just like we're kind of at the end point for the Popeye project. Just about everything is done aside from a couple shots. And it's just like I'm going a little bit insane. I'm at that point where I'm meticulously I have to comb through everything that's come together in Adobe Premiere, and just every single thing happening on frame has to be precise. I was working on it last night. I was working on it today. It's like it's one of the most like freaky times for working on a project, because this is like you're entering the last stage of a project before you release it to the world. So you gotta catch all those little things that could slip past you. Yeah. But today we are going to be filming the Popeye portrait again because, well, first of all, I forgot to give him his pipe on the one that we did in our previous stream. But also, this right here. This is a Canon R10 that I'm borrowing from somebody because this can shoot higher quality video than my Rebel T7, because it's like I think I got like 1080p footage last time in our previous stream, but it's just like it's not. I don't like the way it clashes with the rest of the footage, which is 4K. I want this to be in 4K. Now I'm not going to be plugging this into my stop motion program because I don't want it to reconfigure the settings and stuff. But that should be fine. Okay, I can't see how many people are in the stream right now because, oh, I guess I could do that. That'll help. Yeah. Anyway, so I do wish I could show you guys what's going on in the program, but when I'm recording video in the program anyway, you can't see it. So I'm gonna take a video and then show you after what the footage looks like. I have not used this camera in a bit, but it's a really good camera. Why is the screen so dark? Wait, the screen's really dark. Okay, I have no idea what this is set to, so I'm just gonna go through the menu really quick. But yeah, I mean, talk in the chat. Say, let's get a conversation going. What do you guys think of the new interface? Give me feedback. Any ways I could improve? I wanted to have one that was more focused on what's going on here, my camera feed, and then one that was able to divide it up with my camera feed and the stop motion program. Like, I feel like if I'm doing sculpting again, like making puppets or making a hard sculpture like this, I could put my camera right in front, like my first few streams, and just use it in this interface. Inkspot, thank you so much. I'll let you know if I'm interested. I I'm like excuse me. I'm like still figuring out what I really want to highlight in my stream layout, because it really depends on like the engagement that I want and where I'm just trying to bring my traffic and stuff like that. I want it to be simple and clear. I So, but you know what? It's gonna take some time for me to like figure out what what people really respond to and stuff. A 60 frame per second full HD. Nah, 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 nah. We need the 4K. I'll do it at 30 frames. 2160. Awesome. And the rest. Yeah, so Geist Phoenix, my plan right now is it looks like I'm going to be doing right now it looks like I'm going to be doing some Brick Bob films once this project is completed. It's not confirmed yet because I have to prepare. I have a lot of preparations to do. But like I just think that after doing streaming this process, I'm just like, wow, the folks over at Brick Bob Films like have to see this, like we gotta get people involved. Oh, I already have it on a tripod. Will I have the other tripod out? I think this should work. Nah, the 24 frames per second is my limit with stop motion Inkspot. Like, I did those. Grant, let me just back up a little bit. So, like, this project is 24 frames per second, but because these are clay puppets, it's like, it's okay if it's a little stylized and if it's not like super realistic. I have to level the tripod. But when I animated Lolo the Lucky Clown recently, like a couple months ago, oh my god. That was just, it was so much. It's like, I think 24 frames per second, like the way that Leica does it in Shadow Machine, like it's so overkill. Like it's great that they can do it, and I'm not saying like they shouldn't. I'm really glad that Leica and Shadow Machine are able to get that level of fidelity. But for someone who's operating at my level and scale, I just think it's so overkill. Like this is stop motion. Like let's make it look like stop motion. There's nothing wrong with that. There's enough like there's enough smooth, super realistic and advanced looking stuff out there. If I wanted to do something that looked super like super advanced, I feel like I wouldn't be doing stop motion, you know? You're good, Buck Brothers. So actually, but you just reminded me of something from the beginning of the stream. So I had to create a new stream because my encoder was being weird. Sorry about that, everyone. It was working fine earlier, but I don't know why it's doing this. But who was it? I think Burger Motion. He was like, "Hey, sorry, I'd love to join you in the stream tonight, but I have to go film something." And I was thinking like, that's my goal. Like that's exactly what I want. Sorry, Lorenzo, I can't tune in. I'm making something creative and magnificent right now. Like that's what I want. I want to make stuff that makes people like inspired and excited to just to, go out and do something creative. Like it's crazy what we're able to do with the digital media and the technology we have. What is this shutter speed, yo? Yeah, so this camera is used for like I guess actual photography. I'm trying to think of how to word it. This camera is used for traditional photography. So it's configured very strangely, but will make do. I don't even film with this. Oh, I have to set it to video. Choose mode. What do I have? This super fancy camera. Well, it's fancier than mine. I don't exactly know how fancy. I would imagine that Canons can get pretty fancy. Manual exposure, please. Whoa. The white balance is way off. Everything just turned blue. Okay, wait. Before I film this, let me just show you guys. I think I should be able to pull this up. Let me show you guys how this is like pulling together the animation, the previous portrait shot that we did in the last stream. Let me just show you where we're at, because when I was editing this and I like first saw it, I like legit got jump scared. It's so unsettling. I have to show you guys this. Where's the changing the sweep? Okay. I think I can. All right, I'm going to do this window. QuickTime? Yes. Check this out. Oh, why are you so small? Get bigger. All right. Don't know if the audio will go over, but we're going to find out. Gosh, this terrified me. So, remember in the previous stream where I just took a video, just brought the light on over. I wasn't sure if it would translate that well into the final project. This looks really cool. It's terrifying. So terrifying. It's great. And I was unsure how the background would turn out, but it all just paired together so well. Anyway, that's that. How do I close this? Boop. What kind of lens is he? 18 to 150. Okay. It looks good zoomed in. I'll give it that. Just trying to think. I don't want him too close, because then I won't be able to cast the lights effectively on him. He does look really good on camera, though. I can confirm that. Oh, that's what's going on. I have to get him on the far side. I think this camera has like all of its like power saving features turned on, which is very annoying. Yeah, Geist Phoenix, no, definitely. Next episode of Brick Bob Films that gets made, it's going to be streamed. 100%. It just, I'm like this is a project, this is more of like a personal project, I guess you could say. It's pretty much on the down low. But the idea of like filming an episode of Brick Bob Films and like just rallying up everybody, getting everyone involved, I think that could be a lot of fun. Forgot to adjust the white balance. Oh, we are gonna turn down that ISO. We're turning you down. Shutter speed should be set to 60. Yeah, no, I'm totally. What the heck? Software update? Go away. My computer doing this. Oh, this is gonna look sick. Okay, let's get that light on there. The diffuser can't dominate the other lights. That's important. Oh, and I have to cast some of the colored light on him. That white balance. Oh yeah, the back rooms. Haven't seen it. That was yeah the whole. I've seen the picture of the back rooms, like the old internet thing, but that was like I think I think it was an area of the internet that just kind of eluded me when I was growing up. But I found out that the director for the Backrooms is like what, 20? And the director for Obsession is like 26. Meanwhile, the new Star Wars film like isn't doing that well. Digital Circus is in theaters already? Huh. Oh my god. I hit the magnifying glass and the camera locked in so deep on Popeye's face that you can see the the gloss finish that I added to the eyeball, like the area where it kind of dripped down. It's disgusting. It's so great. Yeah, this portrait will double as not just being in the animation, but it will also be my profile portrait for the credit sequence. And then it will triple as a prop that you can buy. Because I think I'm definitely going to sell this on my website. I have too many pieces, you know? I don't need them all. Where's my phone? I don't know how to adjust the white balance on this. Maybe I'll just set it to automatic. Nope. White balance is still garbage. Just white balance. Q button. Oh. I think that's it. White balance. Oh. Yeah, it wasn't set to auto. It was what? Set to tungsten light. Lovely. Yeah, just neutral light. Yeah, that the other reason that I wanted to shoot with my with this camera for this shot is just those all of the little details that I put on the piece are just not really gonna look that good. It's gonna look worse if it's filmed at 1080p. You know what I mean? Well, let me make sure my phone is silenced. Oops. All right, there we go. Have to trying to think how I lit it in the previous stream. Had the purple lighting. Yeah, so about the films that are coming out, it really is fascinating about how, like, the future of filmmakers, like, you're you're seeing future filmmakers on YouTube and we don't even know it. Like, the whole Hollywood thing is slowly becoming antiquated because, I mean, who knows how most of these people who have all of these large positions in Hollywood like got started. It was usually with some familial connection, I would imagine. But tomorrow's filmmakers and media producers, this is our playground, our training ground. Like, to me, it's like the long-term effects of people who have been creating stuff on YouTube. It's just like we're already starting to see it bleed over into theaters. I'm telling you, right now, like, you know, Garfield movie came out. You got Chris Pratt for the 100th time voicing an animated character. Then in what, 20 years, it's going to be Mr. Beast voicing Garfield. I wish the screen wouldn't dim. It's pretty annoying. Take it from me, I'm not smart. You just saw I didn't know how to set the white balance on the camera that I'm using. Just looked it up. All I do here is just mess around in my room, and every time there's an obstacle, there's just all the resources in the world to figure out how to overcome it, you know? That's what I love about living in this age. Okay, I think that'll do it. Oh, even on the small screen, it looks so good. And yeah, like I'm just, I think we talked about this previously. I'm just not interested in what's coming out of Hollywood too. Like, what, new Star Wars movie? I stopped caring about Star Wars after Episode 9 came out. Personally. You know, some people kind of clocked out after Episode 8, but for me it was Episode 9. That was what did it. Now what, there's a new Mandalorian movie. I really don't care. I could not care less. I'm just like, oh well. Are they? I've heard a bunch of people say that, like, the prequels aren't canon, like Disney admitted it, but I have not confirmed the validity of that statement because I really just, that's how little I care, you know? I'm just at the point where I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, there are 6 mainline Star Wars movies. That's it. I'm good. Okay, so not making this mistake again. He does need his pipe, so we're gonna have to make that. Oh shoot, I've had it set to the wrong view. Still there. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, you can kind of see how the chat doesn't really quite carry over. Have to work on that. But yeah. He-Man movie. Isn't Travis Knight directing that? CEO of Leica. I'm pretty sure he's directing that. Be cool if it was stop motion. Okay, this is a little bit annoying because I have the camera right here now. Didn't really think super far ahead. I mean, I did, I just didn't act upon it. So we're just gonna make that really quick. Yeah, so I anticipated selling this piece. So because of that, I did not want to bake a pipe into the sculpt, because that's just another, it's such low-hanging fruit to break off, you know? It's so, already a clay piece is going to be fragile. I'm like, I don't want a pipe sticking out of his mouth. Like, it's too fragile. This clay already kind of annoys me in the sense of how easy it cracks. Just to give you guys a visual, I'm going to pull up Adobe Premiere really quick. Because I do wish you guys got to just have something to look at other than my beautiful face. Premiere, where are you? There we are. There you go. Beautiful. Lethal Lord, welcome back. Yeah, Lethal Lord. We were just talking about the new Backrooms movie, and the what Obsession, new Star Wars. But yeah, have you seen any of them? Because I have not seen the new Backrooms. So I heard that the director was like 20 years old. I don't even know how that happens. How does that happen? Perhaps you could bring more to the conversation than me. I just like the whole Backrooms thing. I was like, it was a part, a part of the internet that just kind of eluded me growing up. Of course, I saw the picture of the Backrooms, but I never indulged like the backstory of what the Backrooms even is. Kane Pixels. Yeah, it's like there was. It's like you're walking through back rooms and then like this scary apparition appears and it's like pursuing you. But like, did it have like a story? Like, did it have like a genuine story like beyond the horror? Because like I know so little about the Backrooms. I'm assuming it does have like some lore to it. It's just like there were like growing up with the internet, like there were a whole bunch of like scary games that would come out, and like some of them would be more of a fad, kind of like Scary Maze or I don't know, Slenderman. Even then they made a Slenderman movie. But like Baldi's Basics, like that was like a fad. It blew up, but then everyone like just kind of moved on. But then you have things like Five Nights at Freddy's, which maintained like strong cultural relevance for like literally a decade, more so, ongoing. And the new like Five Nights at Freddy's 2 coming out, the movie, like okay, up to interpretation. Yeah, I heard when the movie when the Sunderman movie came out, it's typical like garbage horror film thing. Canes. Okay, so original creator, his interpretation. I was just so surprised when I found out how young the director was. Like, what? Huh? Yeah. Like, is someone like me who is not who's not at all affiliated with the backrooms, like, do you think it has do you think it has something to offer general audiences, or do you really think it's something for the fans? Like, I have not looked at the reviews. I do not know what the critics are saying. Like the Five Nights at Freddy's movies, like even though I don't think they are good, I do see the value that they have in what they do for the fans. Like that is a good example of like something that's really for the fans, I feel like. I'm not saying that it's like the Five Nights at Freddy's movies are completely terrible, but like just having something that's able to transcend like, okay, here's your internet audience and let's just make a little money off of that. Yeah, it's just like just before you came in here, I think I was talking about with everyone else that just like we only now are we starting to really see that the future creators and filmmakers they're getting their start through something different than traditional Hollywood people. And that's they're getting their start on YouTube. You know, it's like these things that we grew up, these ideas and these stories that we grew up with and these creators. Like we grew up like these are going to be the Steven Spielbergs of tomorrow and we grew up watching them and didn't even know it. Isn't that crazy? I think it's really good. I'm really excited to see what happens next. Ugh. Okay, hopefully this works. Oops. Okay. Deception, what's up? Yeah, I actually I have heard about that movie. What happens is like whenever whenever a character just enters the public domain, immediately you get like a slasher horror film. It's just it's so it's too easy, you know? Yeah, I'm curious about like what the back rooms would have to offer. Of course, Obsession, which is also out right now, and everybody's talking about it, is like that. I believe it's. I don't know what it's based on or if it's just an original idea. But yeah, I think like going forward, there's going to be a lot more of these internet properties just just becoming something more as these creators get more of a following, more attention, more resources, and more experience, you know? Made you sick for 3 days. That's how you know it was good. That's what I'm trying to do with this, you know? Jacob, what's up? Welcome. Yeah, pop in, have a look around. Our new stream interface. Yeah, we've been well, rather since my last stream, I've been working on a lot more than just the Popeye project. This whole stream interface has been a project. It's rough around the edges, but it's my first one, you know. Okay, I'm gonna import this footage. I'm trying to think what I've done, what piece of media I've consumed recently that made me like sick for an extended amount of time. I know I played through what was it? Mouthwashing. I played through oh gosh, this was like 2024. I played through mouthwashing and I was like I had to go to my part-time job at the time. I had to go the next day and I was like depressed while I was at work Mouthwashing was good. That is like that's got a lot of cool ideas that are clearly derived from a lot of different like films and video games and anime and stuff, but like that's something I really enjoyed mouthwashing. But yeah, I was like depressed for a few days after it. Yeah, so okay, I guess Backrooms and Obsession. Definitely want to check out Obsession at some point, see what all the fuss is about. And the Michael Jackson movie, I gotta see. I I've heard so many like different extremes about the Michael Jackson movie that I'm like, okay, what is this? Like, come on. We gotta see. Just you know. I think after K-pop Demon Hunters, it was like, oh, okay, maybe the new thing that came out that everyone's talking about, like maybe it's not complete garbage. Like K-pop Demon Hunters, I went into thinking like this is probably going to be so lame and cringe, but no, it was awesome. Doesn't take itself seriously, but that's okay, you know? I would rather like have a film not take itself super seriously and just confidently stride through the whole thing and commit to its tone than get like a confused mess like Pixar's Elio, if you saw that. I can barely remember that movie. Okay, I'm going to the the footage that I just took. I'm going to into import into Adobe Premiere. Actually, I think you guys can watch this. Just just very quickly, very quickly. Uh, yeah. Oh, you can hear me talking from the stream. I forgot the camera's recording audio. All right. I don't. I'm going to switch. Actually, I'm just gonna turn this off because I have not properly configured Adobe Premiere yet to protect like any potential like sensitive information and stuff like that, other than just like my files. James, all in good time. I because to tell you the truth, I really don't know what the next episode of Brick Bob Films will be. I have ideas. That's the thing. It's like I have ideas, but no matter how many like visions and ideas I have for different episodes of Brick Bob Films I could make today, there is an element of spontaneity in which one I decide to make. Like like what I want to do is get the fans involved. What what episode needs to get made today and why? You know? Why am I making this episode right now? Cuz I can take any episode and make it like cool and fun, have fun with it, get it done. But I want to like have some kind of like maybe a community poll or something for it. Oh yeah. Man's got his pipe. Poster child for nicotine. But yeah, for Brick Bob Films, something that I want to do more of is the clay animation. Like I really want to do more. Like I want to find ways. I want to pick episodes where I'm like, oh yeah, I could do a really cool stylized clay animation sequence for this scene or this shot. Like I want to do episodes that are going to push me to be like, okay, I'm going to give my own interpretation of this or that. I don't want to just like, oh, just get an episode done. Because there was a point where I was like doing episodes that were just kind of like, I look back on them and I'm like, yeah, this was just like I was just trying to get this done. But then you have other episodes. At least for me, I'll go back and watch them and I'm like, oh yeah, I was so excited to cook. Like I was really just I want to make an episode that's gonna really push me to just go have fun with it, run with it. Ah, shoot, wait, hold on a second. There's some, gosh, that there's no way to get Adobe Premiere like configured in such a way where I'm happy with the user interface. It's never quite there. This really good. Yeah, James, I heard about that. I was like, what? Now, when I first heard about Patrick leaving the show, the first thing that I did was look up additional sources because, it just sounds like the kind of nonsense that someone would make up. Not to mention the fact that like I opened Twitter for like 5 seconds. I'm never on Twitter. I opened it because there's something I was looking for. Uh, but yeah, I opened Twitter and like Twitter's like the epitome of like misinformation. Granted, just about like just about all of them are, but like Twitter, it's like especially bad. Just like from my experience. But like, yeah, there was something about like Patrick leaving the show. No other information. Just ooh, Patrick, he's gonna leave the show. I'm like, what is this? Like what? Yeah, the internet period has like gotten to the point where it's just like every time I read anything on the internet, I'm like, all right, time to go find some additional sources because just there's so much crap out there. Really? The wild clay animation? Claymation. I I'm so used to saying clay animation. Like I'm trying to train myself to say Like, for instance, when I refer to my work, I say clay animation because claymation is technically trademarked, but in this case, it's okay because it's Will Vinton. Will Vinton Studios, now Leica, they own the trademark, their film, their project. Dude, there are not enough clay animation films. Not enough. Life's a joke. What the heck? Adobe Premiere is being whack. Okay, I think I can clean that up later. Just want to make sure I got enough shadow in there. Oh well, worst comes to worst, you can just refilm it. We have the pipe. I'll take that off. Oh, maybe I'll actually take a photo with it. Oh, yeah, that was smart on his behalf. No one wants to go toe to toe with Jurassic Park. We've talked about Jurassic Park a few times in these streams. I told you guys against my will, I saw like pretty much all the new Jurassic World movies. I mean, I saw Jurassic World 1 and 2 in the theaters willingly. But after Jurassic World 2, I was like, yep, I'm good. This is very like this franchise is completely out of steam. But then I was forced to sit through Jurassic World 3 and 4 now. I don't know why they're still going with the whole Jurassic World thing. I don't know. Even though it's a reboot. Whatever. They make their money. We got some really cool footage, and I am going to take a photograph. See how this looks. I'll set it to manual. Hello. Nope, don't connect to my computer. Here comes the train. Oh yeah. There it goes. I had to mess with the pipe prematurely, didn't I? I'm gonna take some like proper photos of these, like for my website listing. How does this look? Don't think we're quite there. I'm gonna move this aside for just a second. Play around in Adobe Premiere. Has anyone here even seen The Wild? Everyone I know, I mean, I didn't even know that The Wild was a movie growing up. Everyone was watching Madagascar. I did try, like, revisiting Madagascar, I think last year, and it was just, it was so boring. I just couldn't. It was like, it was really cringe too. I'm like, yep, this is definitely like a kid's movie, DreamWorks kids movie from the early 2000s. It's got like really, really dated like movie references. Wait, do we got a subscriber? Yo, I think we got a subscriber. Oh, heck yeah. Yo, we are 1% through to the stream goal. So, all we have to do is stream for what? 99 more hours and then we're going to be good. Where is this portrait? I just want to see this like fully edited. Huge fever dream. Oh yeah, upon returning from, like, I went away for, it was the previous, I'm trying to think, couple weekends ago, and I got sick when I got back, and I had to cancel stream, and I remember I watched the Cat in the Hat movie one day when I was just sick. I don't know if I told you guys about that. Because we were talking about the Cat in the Hat movie in one of my streams one time, and I finally watched it, and oh my gosh, it is complete mayhem, that movie. Was it you guys I was talking about the Cat in the Hat movie with, or was it was someone else? Sorry, keep looking up. I'm still getting used to this whole, like, monitor, camera, laptop setup. I'm not used to be working with, like, I'm not used to working with both of these at once. My multitasking abilities are definitely being tested. Also, the chat is up there. think I can pop out the chat, actually. I feel goofy having to look up. There we go. That's better. That is better. I'm wondering if eventually I'll have to get like a second camera for the tabletop. Or something like that goes above. I don't know. It's like when you're doing like this filmmaking stuff, you get so much equipment, and I'm like I was thinking of getting a new tripod for my camera up there, and I'm like, do I really want another tripod? Like, ugh. The idea of just getting another tripod makes me ill. That's where we're getting a little bit of weirdness in the image. I'll take care of this a bit later. Yeah, I'll do that. Great. Where are we? All right, let's get some photography done with Popeye over here. I'm wondering if I should just use my other camera. Right. I'll probably just use my T7. I'm more comfortable with it. Also, I think I will... I think I'm going to try opening the feed from my camera in Dragon Frame so you can see what I'm doing, because this is feeling a little bit one-sided. I feel like I'm closing you guys off from all the action. Is that the HDMI? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so I ordered an HDMI, USB-C to HDMI cable, because on my computer, the HDMI port is on the right side, right here. It's a big cable. It juts out really far and it's really thick. And I'm like, I really, really, really would prefer if this cable was not protruding into my workspace. So, I'm gonna save that. Sweet. Yeah, so I'm just like, I want to just use a USB-C to HDMI on this side. So I did order one, but the one that I ordered was, it was like, I don't know if it was like defective or something, but I tried using it and it was like, the footage was flickering a lot. I checked my configurations, the refresh rate, resolution, all that. Nothing would fix it. And then it was, I tried, like, oh, and not only that, after using the cable for just a little bit, it was starting to get like really hot. The HDMI end. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with this thing? Oops. Anyway. So, wait, what am I doing? Why am I leaning over? Why can't I just move the window? Jesus. Yeah, so I ordered another one. Hopefully it works this time. Otherwise, I'll just have to make the best with that. Okay, wait. And boom. Sweet. Great. We don't need all this information on the X sheet. All I need is this pretty much. I like doing my photography in here. Oh, this shot with the boat, by the way, this turned out like really, really good in the program. Like super good. Where's my water bottle? I don't see it. Oh well. I'm trying to think. I'll give it unique lighting for, you know, this is how I'm going to represent myself in the program or the project. So we have to present ourselves well. Turn this down just to give a little bit more control and a little bit more prominence over to the smaller lights. And let's see what we got. Oh, maybe I'll use the black backdrop. Better. Is this dirty? Oh, that's fine. This is a very, very heavy piece of fabric, unfortunately. I don't think it's going to cooperate. Hold on a second. Nah, I don't think that's going to work. Shoot, I'd really like it if I had some kind of a thing that I can hoist up backdrops rather than just doing it on my wall. That's something I need. Okay, that's gonna have to wait. Oh, here it is. There is a working credits upload just showing what there is so far. I just want to see how it's going to come together before I photograph this. Sketchy, welcome back. Yeah, we are going to be photographing the Popeye portrait for the credits sequence. Just doing a little bit of background stuff first. A lot of people involved. Actually, oh yeah, here he is. Yeah, there's like one other guy in the project that's doing a stop motion scene. So I got to make sure that we're representing properly. It's a badge of honor. Trying to see what it would look like with the aperture open. I might swap this out for the prime lens. Ugh, look at that. Really shallow depth of field. Why are you all loose? Oh, that's why. That's why. Okay, a little better. That's good. Oh, it's hideous. Could figure out what to do here. You know what? I might be able to use this. If not the fabric, I'll be able to just do this. And if yeah, that might work. Lighting will get a little particular, but that's okay. Ooh, look at that. Oh yeah. Yeah, don't like the way this is catching the light from the diffuser. God dang it. Okay. That's good. Reposition you. Oops. What vibes am I getting with blue? I feel like if anything, it's going to be green. He looks like he's in space. Yo, that does look a little bit sick. I will say, it does look pretty sick. God, this background's ugly though. It is ugly. And the Nikon vintage zoom lens seems to be holding up pretty good. And what would happen if I think it's going to be too much. If I turn off diffuser light. Oh, this is a vibe. Oh, look at that. Now we're just getting the colored light. A little bit derailed, but that's okay. It's part of the process. I feel like green might be more appropriate, or... Oh, that's my foot massager. That's not my... This is what I'm looking for. Wait, can we get orange and green? I think we can. Oh, I actually don't hate this. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Gosh, it's like you can't go wrong. The tyranny of choice, yo, like it's so hard to decide what to do. It is tempting to do orange because, let's see. It is tempting to do orange because so much of the animation has like a cinematic orange light to it. This is more neutral. Or is it the same? Oh, it's the same. Never mind. Can I delete that? How do I choose? I like what the green is bringing in. Very sick, sickly color. Like, even in this, you're getting, like, the flesh color is looking especially fleshy. Because even though there is so much green in here, at the top here, bit on the chin, bit on the nose, like it's really, really sticking out. Oh, how do I pick? I'm just, oh gosh. I'm loving all of these. Wow. Oh. But in all of them, I'm enjoying the green on the outside. Wait, did I take one of these? No. I'm gonna take one of these. It's a cool combo. Oh, I like this. These all look good. But I am enjoying like the variety of color in here. Can you see my mouse? Yeah, you can see my mouse. I'm not I'm not loving what's going on with the backdrop. But you know what? It's okay. I can move it wherever I want now because the diffuser light is off. So now it can be in the backdrop. And everything will be all copacetic. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to re-photograph all these. Yeah, you see that? Like, doesn't it look so much better with the empty space? Like, do you see how much better that looks? Look how awful it looked before. It was terrible. But now, look at that. I love the empty space. Oh. I'm like, it's like music in my mouth. Music for the eyes. Music to all senses. Oh. I am having far too much fun right now. Okay, well now we're gonna have to get these. We're gonna have to take all these again. Oh my god, dude, what? Why are these all so great? Okay, wait. Not, wait, I'm gonna get rid of all these others because we don't need these. These are gonna throw me off. When did the green light come in? Yeah, here was it. Oh, God. These are so fun. Oops, okay. Bring you back. Sorry. Okay, good. Wrong one. Screw the pipe. I don't need the pipe. We're cooking. Oops. We don't want that. Got the green. Okay, now we've done a full lap. Okay. So, oh yeah. Okay, I really trying to get anything better than this is just overkill. Like really it's just we have everything we need. You know? Oh, so good. This could be such a cool prop. It's probably not going to sell right away, but that's okay. Like I'm not in a rush to sell it, but just like this is going to be like the first like film God, one of the first film props I think I'll ever be selling. Because just like so much of my puppets are done with soft modeling clay. Not this. You see, if I did this whole thing with just like the modeling clay and I didn't do it with Super Sculpey, which is what this is made out of, it would have, it would have just been like what? Photograph it, be done. Probably would have used the still from the animation. But yeah, oh, these are great. I think yeah. I'm gonna take some neutral lighting ones. But those colored shots, those are awesome. Some without the color lights. I'm gonna put you here. Let's see. We're not gonna be. Ooh. That's such an ugly background. Gotta get away from it. It's an old thing. I have fresher ones at my other studio, but I have to pick them up. It's tempting to open up the aperture a lot to kind of mush out the dents in the backdrop, but I feel like it's just a bit too dramatic for what is supposed to be product photos. Because these are gonna have to go on my website. And we can turn up the exposure as much as we want. Actually, I didn't want to put that there. Ooh. Does look very, very tough. It's a very, very tough look. Oh boy. We have fun here. Yeah, train's back already. No, like I'm far from the train, but why are we moving? Oh, that's why. Jeez. Oof. Yeah, I'm far from the train, somewhat far. But the way of the land, it creates like an acoustic channel where the sound just travels over here. Ugh. Yeah, Jacob, it's wrapping up. I mean, we're in the final stages, really. There's not much more to be done. But yeah, I'm at that weird stage where it's like I've been fantasizing so much about being done with the project, but now I'm like, uh-oh, I'm almost done with the project. I have to look at, oh dear, I have to look at everything over and over and over and over and over again, making sure that even even the most minute problems are combed out of the project. Just like those final stages. And then once it's done, like that's it. Never gonna work on it again. So it's just like it's a really weird time, especially when you've been working on the same project for so long and thinking about it for so long. What is going on with this light? I'm having a little bit of trouble. Oh wait, is the offset? Is there an offset? Why is that different? What just happened? What did I do? Yeah, so like James, that's one of the cool things about stop motion is you can't do that. You know, you you shoot a scene, you give it your all. You prepare, sometimes things go wrong, maybe some things don't turn out the way you thought, but you give it your all. And then there's that special moment where you watch the finished product and you're like, wow, all of my time went into that. And you have to decide if you're going to do it again. And if you are going to do it again, what are you going to do differently? And somehow, some way, I'm still doing it. But yeah, like I would recommend like if you do creative work and you find that you really struggle with perfectionism, I would recommend doing stop motion because stop motion is defined by the fact that you can't go back and retweak everything. That's one of the reasons why I don't like the whole editing thing very much is because theoretically you can go into an editing program and tweak anything so long as you still have the file. But stop motion isn't like that. So there's a really different level of engagement when I'm working with stop motion versus working on editing. That's why I really hate I really worry about making mistakes in the editing of my project because I don't like if there's imperfections in the animation, whatever. That's always going to happen and that's what makes it human. But for hold on a second, I gotta get rid of these. But for like editing, it's like shoot, if I make a mistake when editing this project, I'm devaluing the animation, which is so much more final. In the editing, meanwhile, once again, that is something that you could theoretically, as long as you have the project, go back in and tweak. So it's really, really intimidating. Now, at least with Brick Bob Films, I have to release the episode at some point. People are waiting for it. People are updated on it. Got to make a release date. But when you're doing a personal project, I think finishing has gotta it's gotta be the toughest part. Because you're never gonna finish it. You have to abandon it, and you have to be okay with abandoning it. This is definitely a project that I feel I've worked on plenty long enough. But still, because I've worked on it for so long, I'm like, oh, I'm scared to finish it. Like, because I don't want to mess up in the editing. But you know what? It's all part of the process. Doing creative work is so it is it's such a weird mental experience trying to make the left side and the right side of the brain like work together. Oops, well, there goes that. Just wanted to get the This is a crazy shot. He looks like a cyclops here. I'll do a few close-ups. And I'm also gonna put a signature on the bottom. Yeah, Jacob, it's just like, I mean, you know, anyone can learn how to do stop motion. Anyone can learn. I love that it's super accessible. And that's why, like, that's one of the reasons I'm doing these live streams, is because I want people to see that, like, look, what I'm working with here isn't anything exceptional. I'm working with LED lights and, what is this? $400, $500 camera, brand new. I'm working with vintage lenses. Just pieces of glass. I'm working with this program that you can buy outright. And granted, you don't even need Dragon Frame. Yeah, one of the tough parts about doing a stream is usually you want to have good lighting in stream, but because my work is so dependent on the lighting, it doesn't really, I can't really do that. So I'm just sitting here in the dark. But you know, it's part of the job. But yeah, what you are seeing here, everything that I am doing is not a matter of fancy technology or just the latest software that's being updated and changed all the time. I am doing stuff with my hands and I'm taking pictures of it. And I make the pictures move. I make things move with the pictures. Like this is not rocket science. I want people to see that, yeah, with a little bit of time and experience, anyone could do this. But you have to be into the process. So, Nightmare Before Christmas, although it wasn't the first stop motion film I ever saw, I distinctly remember that I was shown it after being shown, like right after being shown what stop motion looked like, what a setup looked like, what a homemade film looked like, how the process worked. I was shown Nightmare Before Christmas right after being, I guess, properly introduced to stop motion animation. And it was super inspiring. Now, Coraline, I saw Coraline in theaters and like, oh my God. I just, like, I still remember, like, I saw it in New York City, 2009. I must have been, what? Must have been 7 or 8 years old. It came out early 2009. I still remember going up the escalator before seeing the movie, going down the escalator after seeing the movie, what the street corner of the theater looked like that night, looking up and seeing what the night sky looked like that was a life-changing movie. That movie was so unbelievably amazing and terrifying. It was just it's oh my gosh. I can't put into words how much I love Coraline. I still think, I mean, it's my favorite Leica film. It really is. I was really hoping that Wendell and Wild would kind of kind of capture that magic again, but unfortunately it didn't really do that. Despite having, you know, stop motion animation, similar puppet, I guess, designs, builds, same director. Granted, that's off off subject, but yeah. Oh, Coraline's so good. I talked about this in a previous stream. It was the first Coraline was the first film that we had ever purchased on demand, if you know what that means. I don't think anyone says on demand anymore, but it is an antiquated term for streaming. Oh yeah, this is gorgeous. Oh yeah. Oh, we made a little stop motion. We're making them, you know, do a little spin. Whee! And you end on that. All right, so these images are so beautiful. I cannot put into words how indescribably happy I am right now. I am thoroughly content. The serotonin is firing off in my brain. The dopamine. Whatever chemical is released in your brain when you're having pure kinetic pleasure. However, I have to do an insignia on the bottom, which I am postponing drawing because, you know, it's Sharpie. It's pretty intimidating. Thank you very much, Jacob. Jacob, it's so great having you here. How many people are here? I don't know how many people are here, but thank you for pulling up. And, you know, it's great to be back. I am sort of like in a weird spot with the streaming right now because, like, this is my first time wrapping up a project and being in the kind of in the post-production phase. I'm turning on my light. I don't know why I announced that. But yeah, it's like I'm in the post-production phase. I'm kind of mentally starting to get out of Popeye. And sooner or later, the process is going to begin again. And we're all going to be back on it. But I think that my next project is going to be Brick Bob Films again. Yeah, like, going back to Brick Bob Films is a really weird feeling because kind of feels like I'm going in circles, like, oh, I always come back to film Brick Bob Films sooner or later. But then I do it, and I end up having such a fun time, and I make something that I look back on very fondly. Favorite part of filming? Ooh. Favorite part of filming? I mean, I guess the filming itself, you know, lights are dim, LED lights are on, colored lights are on. You're seeing, wait, hold on a second. Like, you know, just you're seeing the reality on display, like all of your preparation, like you're seeing it all come together on screen. You know? These are objects made by hand, but like this I think looks cool. But seeing it, there's something about seeing it on the camera with the lights. Seeing how it all just adapts to the visual format, the digital photography, real light, practical sets. Seeing how all these individual little assets are are becoming a world. I would say like this boat shot, for instance. This boat is a tiny little boat. It's right here. Wait, do you see that? It's the same boat. It's right here. I haven't taken it apart yet. This boat in the final animation, like this shot looks so beautiful with the sky backdrop that I implemented. Oh, it looks so good. That's my closet door. But yeah, it's just like seeing that moment where it's like everything that you have been setting up, playing with the clay, playing with the paint, seeing it on camera and you see that it's becoming cinema is like, it's a very special feeling. Yeah, well, I'm hoping that by streaming and continuing to stream, I'll be able to interweave the creative process with the content creation. Because like I used to be very concerned about like not making enough content because I'm not editing, because I'm not into editing. Editing is just busy work to me, and it takes away from the creative work like this, the filming, the sculpting, the painting, all of that. But at least here, I'm able to, you know, I can still maintain presence online and show you guys what my work is like on a day-to-day basis, not just the final animation. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to just do a couple practice ones here. This silver Sharpie's really weird. I don't even know how you make a silver Sharpie. Great. Awesome. Here we go. Maximum concentration. This Sharpie is a pain. So far, so good. And there you have it. This will make somebody very, very happy. Yeah. I just can't believe that I made this whole thing on stream, too. Like, whoever buys this is like, they're gonna be able to see it all come together. Yeah. Yeah, like this is a whole new kind of form of content. Well, I feel uh, like we're always emphasizing the content, and content has to be produced. Now, because of things like modern AI, generative AI tools, the means to produce content, the rules have completely changed. So I'm trying to figure out like a way to not just highlight the content, being my animated films, on my on the internet, but also highlight the process. Because the process is what distinguishes this from the product, from the content that is produced by AI. Granted, of course, it's also just a better quality product, but the process, first and foremost. Oh, wow. Can't wait to play with these pictures. But yeah, he's beautiful. He's disgustingly beautiful. He's so ugly that he's beautiful. Yeah, no, that's great. And so I have assets to create on my iPad, some 2D animation assets. Unfortunately, I don't think I have to find a way to connect my iPad to my stream. I don't think I can. I'll have to look into that. I was tinkering with it just before I began streaming. Jacob, thank you. Yeah. No, it's been a journey, and it's all coming together. I have to look at these photos again. Like, oh my gosh. We were making the string trio, what, over a month ago on stream? Now we're here. It's great. Yeah, that's great. That's another thing to check off on the checklist. Yeah, the only so like the only shot that I have to do left is I have to do the one of the bird flying away. It was thinking of doing it with stop motion. I could probably do it 2D. I think I might try it 2D, and if I don't like it, I'll just do it stop motion. Huh. Scared of the end credits of SpongeBob. I mean, I was scared of the end credits of SpongeBob because, you know, the episode was over, which meant that I had to go to bed. That definitely scared me. Never wanted an episode of SpongeBob to end. Except for some of the bad ones from season 6 or season 7. Yeah, I also have to do like a little magical poof effect for the faucet that comes out at the beginning, but that's no big deal. We can just do that really quickly in not Adobe Fresco, uh, Procreate Dreams. Adobe Fresco you could do too, though. Yeah, season 7, that had some really bad episodes. Oh boy. Yeah, it's just so weird. I'm not concerned about filming or creating the final shots. It's just like, oh, wait. I I have to be done with this project? Like what? Like no way. I was going to work on Popeye forever. I have been working on this project for a really long time though. It's been a lot of hours. Has to have been over 40 hours. Yeah, Jacob, that's kind of when I stopped too. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm just like, wow. Just got through everything. I'm like, what do I do now? And it is dark outside. But yeah, I'll now that this guy's done, I mean, I have the pictures, I have the footage. I'll probably put him up for sale on my website. And I have those cool pictures. Definitely show those. It's very creature kid esque. If any of you guys have seen Creature Kids work, we follow each other. We're fans of each other. But yeah, he was looking at some of his works was a big inspiration for this. He just collaborated with Meat Canyon. Steven doesn't mind. He's dead. He's never been more peaceful. That's what I always say. I'm like, look, when I'm dead, I'm not gonna mind. I was dead for billions of years before I was born, and it never caused me the slightest bit of inconvenience. Yeah, so something that I really like about making Brickbop films is it's a lot of fun making an animated show that's, got a script, a story, all that stuff. I like animation as a means for telling stories. That's what my thing is. And I like that with Brickbob films I can make like a 10 to 15 minute traditional cartoon and publish it and everyone can enjoy it. Uh, yeah, no, it's fun. It feels like it's a real privilege, you know? But yeah, there's juggling that with allocating enough time for doing personal projects. I find that it helps to go back and forth. If I'm only doing Brick Bobs like forever, I'm just gonna lose interest and feel a little stunted. I have to stretch my legs doing other things. Yeah, Patrick Show. Yeah, the SpongeBob IP has been beaten into the ground. Yeah, the most, oh my gosh, Sponge on the Run when the climax of the film is just an advertisement for Camp Coral. Like, come on. Not to mention the fact that it retcons parts of the SpongeBob canon, which makes me hate it even more. Yeah, I have no idea what Nickelodeon does. I don't. Do kids watch Nickelodeon anymore? I thought they were all watching Reels and TikToks and the 6-7. Can't believe I just said 6-7 on one of my streams. It's immortalized it forever. You know what I mean? The skibbity toilets or something. I'm glad that I am somehow able to avoid a lot of that stuff. When I was a kid, it was DVDs and video cassettes. But yeah, I'm like, I'm trying to think of what to do when I finish this animation. Like, I don't know if I'll do like some kind of maybe like a special live stream just for sitting down and watching it. I'll have to look into making that like an event. You know? Can I do a premiere and like a live stream at the same time? I have no idea. But I'm sure I can find some way to make the unveiling of the new animation like into an event that I can share with you guys, like so we can experience the new animation together. Yeah, Jacob, oh gosh. I like gosh, Sponge on the Run is so bad. It is definitely the worst SpongeBob movie by far. I have not seen Search for SquarePants yet. I actually had a dream that I watched it a few nights ago and it was actually like decent. I'm not kidding. But I alas I have not seen it yet. Oh man. But yeah, uh we oh yeah, we've been going for about 2.5 hours. Yeah, this has been a fun stream. I did not expect to have so much fun taking all these photos of just a Popeye portrait. But yeah, it's all coming together. It's definitely a weird time going through the whole post production part and trying to figure out how to adapt it onto stream. But whenever I have stuff to film, want to try and stream it, or at the very least, like if I have something to do with a sculpture, try and stream it. But I suppose I'm going to call the stream here. We've gotten through everything, and don't know if I'll stream for the remainder of the week because the weekend is coming. But rest assured, you guys will be informed, and I'll continue to find ways to work out the kinks in my broadcasting software, my encoder. But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in, and remember, become a free member of the Patreon. You can join paid, but it's also free. Consider becoming a member of the channel. trying to make these streams a more regular thing. It's only a few dollars a month, and if you support my work, I can keep doing more stuff like this. And we're going to be done with Popeye soon, and then on to the next exciting venture. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys very soon. And yeah, Popeye and myself will stay beautiful for you guys. All right, how do I even end the stream?